Hi, it's Tyrone, and welcome to another episode of When Vogue Calls. This week's topic is titled Obstacles of Chasing Vogue. Anyways, I want to share something quickly. Years ago, when I started my own little agency, this was years ago, I was working at this small agency in New York with a guy named Ed. Well, I'm not going to call his last name. God forbid he's still alive. Anyways, he was such a sinister boss, and always with these strange characters at the agency. Really cool little commercial agency, but I wanted Vogue. So I decided I was going to open up my own agency with with a business partner, former model. And so we opened up a little agency in a 200 square foot office in a warehouse building on West 23rd Street and 12th Avenue. So the first morning we booked one of three models we had. We booked 2 weeks of showroom for one of the girls. We were all excited. First day, first job. But then right after, phone call came in. It was from my boss, ex-boss, Ed. And he said in his voice, "Tyrone, I thought you said you weren't going to work for somebody else." I said, "No, Ed, I'm not working for somebody else. I'm working for myself." Well, that didn't go over too well. Ed proceeded in not too nice ways to say he was going to break every kneecap, my kneecaps and every bone in my body. And the threats just keep going, and the words that were used. Of course, I nearly wet myself, but what this went on, what he said was, "I want you to close the agency and come back and work for me. Shut it down now and come back." I said, ain't doing that. This went on for 2 weeks that Ed made threats every single day, 4 or 5 times a day. But after 2 weeks, I thought enough is enough. And one morning I got there and Ed called and I listened to his threats. And then I just boldly said something. It said, "Ed, everything you've just said has been recorded by the FBI and NYPD. And all of a sudden I heard clink, it had hung up. I had to be bold in that moment to say something to be bold as Christ would want us to be, to put Ed in his place. And I think of how Moses had to say to Pharaoh to let my people go. He had to be bold enough to go there and get all the Israelites out of Egypt. And that's my story for today. How bold are you? Speak your words. God bless.